Hey YouTube, it's Patrick, and today I got a lot of updates for you. Personal, I got Bitcoin and altcoin updates. First, my personal update, I've had a change of employment. I've been working a lot of nights, sleeping a lot during the days, and when I am up, I'm pretty groggy, not really feeling like I'm doing any videos. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try to rectify that and come out with at least weekly updates. Second of all, I haven't. The good news is, though, I have been doing a lot of Bitcoin research still. I'm still following it. I still love it. Unfortunately, the price is down right now. That gets a lot of people worried. We've seen this before. It goes down and then it goes back up. It's just part of the beginning process of any new currency that would faces this volatility, and it's going to continue to see huge swings. How many more? Who really knows? There's good speculation on why this one was caused, though, and it just shows you how much China has to do with Bitcoin. They're pretty much half of the equation. You got half of us in the United States is a big part of Bitcoin, and you got half of them over in China. I don't know exact stats of who holds more or whatnot, but they created a big sell pressure and made the price go down. And a lot of speculation is going over because it was this new tech company that the Chinese were selling their Bitcoin and investing in Alibaba. Now Alibaba, they're basically comparing it to the Facebook IPO, where not only it could be a money-making opportunity, but it was cool and trendy to own Alibaba. So a lot of these Chinese people were selling their Bitcoin and buying this Alibaba stock. How long will it take for these Chinese people to sell Alibaba and get back into Bitcoin? Who really knows? What it created is a lot of cheap buying opportunities for Bitcoin. The price could still go lower, who knows? And then, of course, there was the infamous bear whale, which is now this mythical creature. But this guy, he's bearish, and he's a whale because he's got a lot of Bitcoins. And basically what he did is he set a hard floor. The price was about like at $330. And he came in with 26,000 Bitcoins and says, hey, these are for sale for 300, come and get them. And of course, when you do this, well, what a lot of people are speculating was his purpose is he might have been worried about the price going down even further, but he wanted to cash out like millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And the way to do that is go short the price, go way under. If people are buying at 330, more people are going to buy at 300. So I don't know if they sold all of those Bitcoins for $300 or not, but I'm sure if not, he sold a lot of them because, like I said, it's a great buying opportunity. But who knows to see where the price will go after this quick rebound? Will it continue to go back down, or is this the platform where it's going to jump back up and hit really big highs? I think it's still too early in the inflationary process to go too crazily big. However, that could turn on a dime with some big acceptance or some stories. Speaking of stories, I did notice an article on CoinDesk. I didn't actually read it, but it was just Tim Draper, the guy who bought all the Silk Road Bitcoins. He basically came out and said the banks are really scared of Bitcoin. And the reason why the headline just grabbed to me is because I've been noticing this. I don't watch a lot of mainstream television, but I have been watching a lot of football lately, just hanging out with friends. It's good to be around people. Talk about different things, drink some beers, eat some good food. But I've been doing that lately. I've been noticing during the commercials, they have this one Visa Pay or something like that where there's this surfboard and border, and he's underneath a wave, and they're showing you how simple it is to use your Visa Pay or Quick Pay or whatever it's called. And so he orders the pizza while surfing, which is totally impossible or whatever. But I first saw that was the first commercial I saw. They said they're trying to advertise like quick payments, just like Bitcoin has already established. And then you go a couple weeks later, and U.S. Bank comes out with a commercial where there's these two girls at a football game, and then there's two guys sitting in front of them, and one of them's got this big helmet where she can't see the game. So, she says, I'll buy it from you. He's like, no way. She's like, name your price, I'll buy it for you because I don't want my game experience ruined by having this huge helmet sit in front of me. But anyway, she pays him like a Bitcoin transaction, where it's like from her bank to his bank, instantaneously, just like, Bitcoin transactions happen already. So I think it's really funny that these banks are advertising features that Bitcoin has, you know. So going along with what Tim Draper said, you know, banks are afraid of Bitcoin, and now they're directly marketing against Bitcoin, which I find very, very interesting and something I picked up on. I wonder, you know, let me know in the comments if you guys have picked up on that at all and have seen it in, you know, the bank's worry in commercials. So that's pretty much it for the Bitcoin updates. I hit up the price rise and fall, the bear whale, and of course Tim Draper, his comments, and all the other news has been really positive. More people, you know, accepting Bitcoins and stories like that, more developments. As far as altcoin goes, my portfolio was doing really, really well, even though Bitcoin goes down. When Bitcoin goes down, usually, you know, some of the altcoins, especially like Litecoin, follows Bitcoin downwards. Unfortunately, it hasn't been really following its bounces back up. But as far as my portfolio, I am down. I wouldn't say down. I think I'm back to almost close to my original investment, maybe a short amount above that. But I'm hoping that will turn around. Unfortunately, I already sold out my Counterparty, because that is the altcoin that everybody will be talking about, because it was up 130% at one point. And the reason beyond this is it just got a good news article, and it was basically that Overstock.com is choosing the Counterparty development team to run their decentralized stock market. So that's really interesting news as well. Another big splash, or two big splashes. It seems like they got released at the wrong time because the price of Bitcoin was down, and the markets, the altcoin markets, aren't that strong when the price of Bitcoin is down. And it was Ethereum got released. I was quite excited about that, and just excited to see it. You know, I didn't buy it. I didn't go rush over and buy it. It's only on one trading platform right now. So, you know, that's the reason why I might not have kind of pulled it up, but I haven't really seen a huge, you know, price increase. Another altcoin slash supernet, I don't even know what you call the supernet, but basically it's a project by the JL777 that I've mentioned before in past videos, is creating this super network. And it's basically, he's taking all the altcoins that have really good value and really something intrinsic about him, where he I don't know if he goes on a voting process or he personally just, you know, determines whether or not these coins are useful. But once he determines them, or however the process goes, that these coins actually are going to have value in the future, he adds them to the supernet. And what this, from what my understanding is, he's this programmer, and he writes this blog on a language that is, you know, I'm not quite at that level to understanding all of this stuff, but what I think is going on with the super network is basically he's trying to make it big. Like I did a video a couple of videos ago about how big the Bitcoin network's becoming. Well, for any altcoin to really compete, it's got to have a big network as well. And what he's doing is combining all these coins networks, so therefore making them stronger. And which, you know, you make a network stronger, it's more resistant to attacks, and just basically helps the protection of the coin. So, and I know a couple of these in the super network are Bullberry, Bitcoin Dark, and maybe even Navajo was added to this. I'm not 100% sure on that. But basically, well, like I said, he's trying this new idea. It's traded under Unity. It's on Poloniex, and I think it's on BitterX. One of the exchanges out of China is where he first had the initial offering of this super network coin, which later got transformed into Unity. It was basically, he announced it as like a fundraiser, basically, to try to get this done. So it's really exciting news with Unity, because, you know, all these altcoins are fighting against each other, and he's trying to bring in resources to bring them together to make them more resilient and then further have more value. So I think that's basically, I think I covered it all for, you know, the recent Bitcoin, at least all the important stuff with Bitcoin and altcoin. Unfortunately, like I said, I think Unity, which is the super network, and Ethereum, which is supposed to be this really, really great thing, came out at a bad time, and it seems like it's not negatively affecting them, but it's not showing quite the gains that I thought they were going to have, you know, if we were in a more bullish market. But so that's all I have for you. Like I said, hopefully at least once a week I could do weekly updates. But I hope you learned something today. Please comment below, and I'll see you on YouTube.